North Attleboro Community Television, North TV Sports presents the 2015 Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association State Girls Basketball Tournament. Tonight, on the road to the championship, it's a Division II South Sectional quarterfinal matchup. The North Attleboro Red Rocketeers visit the Westwood Wolverines. Welcome everyone. Tonight's game, somewhat of a collaboration between North Attleboro Community Television and WestCAT, Westwood Television. Actually, my nephew, Michael, calls the games for Westwood Cable, so he will certainly be able to tell us all about the Wolverines. Mike, let's begin. Westwood, North Attleboro, what can we expect from Westwood?
Well, Peter, I think a tale of very similar seasons. Westwood, the best season they've had since 2008 when they won the Tri-Valley League. Catherine Clifford, in her second year, has done a phenomenal job. 18-2 in the regular season. They actually won the Riley Classic. They really weren't tested on Tuesday night against O'Brien, but they certainly know that they're in for a fight tonight. They're led by senior captain Kaylin Harrington, also definite sophomore contributions from Allie Morin, from just a number of players. It's going to be interesting to see if the size of North Attleboro is too much for Westwood to handle.
It should be very interesting. We had a chance to see Westwood warm up. We know they're a good team. North Attleboro's a good team as well, but they are going to have to play well tonight, Mike.
Well, they certainly are. What they wouldn't want to do is come out in the entire game and play like they did in the third quarter of their previous win against Oliver Ames. They were really strong in that contest, really played well. Their press was very effective in triggering more baskets, and even when they dropped back into their zone defense, it was very effective. They outscored the Tigers 23-2 in that quarter. You can't do much better than that. That's what Coach Derek Herb is going to try to do in this contest.
Absolutely, and the underclassmen carried the load for the Red Rocketeers in the early going of that victory over Oliver Ames, but it was the seniors, the two seniors, who stepped up big, Danielle Perrin and Melissa Beaupre. Coach Del Malloy, you know all about playing and coaching in tournaments. The first game, there's jitters. Now you're into the quarterfinals, chance to go to the semifinals. Do the players, do the coaches relax a little bit more?
They do and they don't. Certainly they're more relaxed in the first game, but the stakes are higher now. They're playing hopefully a better opponent. Who doesn't want to go to the semifinals and finals? So they want to advance up. They're going to have to play a great game. Both teams are going to have to play their best game to advance.
North Attleboro on the road tonight. They've already played their last home game of the 2014-2015 season. Westwood, after tonight, won't be at home anymore because the next round is the semifinals. As Del mentioned, the sectionals are played at a neutral site. Will it be Westwood or North Attleboro playing on that court? We'll find out over the next 32 minutes. The opening tap is coming up on North TV.
Inside Look with Megan Miller gives you a behind-the-scenes look at community events, our schools, local sports, town organizations, and a variety of other topics that impact the North Attleboro community. Watch Inside Look Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on North TV's Community Channel, Comcast Channel 15, and Verizon Channel 24. North TV, bringing the community into your home.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over, pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out NationalGuard.com.
Catherine Clifford in the middle of that huddle. There she is with the ponytail. And there's Derek Herber, of course, the head coach of the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers. Herb, I would have to say right now probably 55% of the people in this gymnasium are from North Attleboro or wearing the red and white of North, while the Westwood fans are filing in later and closing that gap. Jumping center for Westwood will be Andrea Monkey. She's a junior. jumping against Melissa Beaupre for the Red Rocketeers of North Attleboro. Warming up, it appeared as though Westwood is the taller team. And from what I've been told, they are relentless on the boards. To no one's surprise, Monkey wins the opening tap. Allie Morin is the point guard, number 4. She don't have the ball for long as Westwood really moves it around. And that ball tipped out of bounds by the Red Rocketeers as Westwood, Del Malloy was very close to getting trapped in the corner.
They were nice ball movement, though, and some good player movement. The ball's got to switch sides of the court, though, against the zone. It can't just stay on one side or you're playing into the zone.
North Attleboro, Mike Kirby in the second half of that game against Oliver Ames. The defense was incredible.
Outscoring Oliver Ames by 23-2, and almost all of those points came off of defense, steals and so forth. It's just a terrific job.
Andrea Monkey, the first basket of the game, driving the lane for the Red Rocketeers was Ashley Ahern. Her shot would not go. Back come the Wolverines. Into the corner, that one tipped by Julia Strachan. Mike Gay, a nice move by Monkey for that first basket. Is that something that we can expect to see all night?
I'll tell you, she normally starts off a little slow, so it's great to see her hit that 10-footer. She's the key to this offense. If she's making those shots, it's going to be a long night for North Attleboro.
Great if you're from Westwood. If you're from North Attleboro, I'm not sure it's that good. She misses that one, and that's good for North Attleboro. Perrin, down court. Beaupre, shot won't go, in and out. Rebound fought for, tipped out of bounds by the Red Rocketeers. That's the 4th time tonight Red Rocketeers have tipped the ball out of bounds.
What's good to see there, too, is that Perrin and Beaupre almost have like a sixth sense about each other. They seem to know where they are. And the long pass down there just did not result in a basket, but good court vision there.
Wolverines working against the zone defense of North Attleboro, a 2-3 zone defense. Shot blocked by, I believe it was Peters. They come inside, wraparound pass from Bonfiglio to Harrington. Then Bonfiglio, a cross-court pass knocked away. That's going to be a 30-second shot clock violation. So North Attleboro, as we mentioned, the tenacious day carrying over from the second half of that game on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Westwood really helped. You don't skip from the corner to the wing against the zone. It's not there. It looks like it's there. It's not, especially with Perrin out there.
And that's what North Attleboro does really well. They really anticipate bad passes and you can knock them loose. And just anytime you can tip a ball, then you've got an advantage.
Perrin gets it to Ahern. Ahern almost lost it, gets it back. Ahern will drive the lane, and will it be a block or a charge? And Mike Kirby, that was one of those calls last night. We saw the official make the immediate signal. This official blew the whistle, as you mentioned, replayed it in his mind and made the call. I don't agree with the call, but
it did not look to me like the defensive player had position.
Yeah, and it looked to me like the defensive player had the position when Ahern threw the elbow out dribbling.
It did.
A shot somehow goes by Allie Morin. 4-0. Westwood is on top.
Allie, a phenomenal point guard. She's a sophomore. Definitely gives a spark to this team right out of the gate.
Perrin to Peters. That pass was off the mark. Pass down court to Morin. Nice crossover dribble. Nowhere to go. Close to a travel. Kicks it into the corner. Two-pointer will be hit by Kaylin Harrington. And Derek Herber, a smart timeout.
Yeah. Well, he saw something that he didn't want to see. He saw excellent spacing on the part of Westwood, good angles, and nice quick passing, and they didn't telegraph him. So you can't defend that, not in a zone.
As I mentioned in the opening, Kaylin Harrington, a junior captain, she's been one of the leading scorers all year long, and that's her game. She's gonna take those 15-footers. She's definitely well over 50% from the field in the regular season.
Westwood, of course, being the number 4 seed, had a home game on Tuesday night. They beat O'Brien. O'Brien, I believe the Tigers, the number 13 seed, came into the tournament at 10-8. Westwood, the 46-26 victory. North Attleboro, the number 5 seed, hosted number 12 Oliver Ames also on Tuesday night. OA entered that one at 12-8. A 65-40 victory for the Red Rocketeers. Danielle Perrin brings it into the front court. Pass pulled in by Julia Strachan, but barely, and then a cross-court pass that was tipped into the backcourt, and that's why there was no backcourt violation. Beaupre cross-court pass. Stolen away by Monkey, with the miss. Strachan will be fouled from behind by Christina Bonfiglio.
I think it's important now for North Attleboro to keep calm, and you got to remember, other than the 2 seniors, you've got all your underclassmen here. A lot of sophomores on North Attleboro. This is their first real test in a quarterfinal game. They got to stay calm and play their game. Long way to go.
Emily Peters very close to a travel there. Now, can you travel when you're inbounding? If it's
you can go 3 feet in either direction. You can do a tap dance.
Really?
There is no traveling out of bounds.
Well, she's certainly doing that.
That's perfectly legal. Good no call by the official.
Perrin guarded closely by Harrington. Gets it to Beaupre. Gets the bucket plus the foul. So a big first basket for the Red Rocketeers because it has the potential to be a 3-point play.
Yeah, right now, North is playing quicker than they want to. Westwood's controlling the tempo and pace of this game, and North's got to just take a deep breath, as Mike said, calm down, play their game.
Olivia Ware enters the game for Westwood. She definitely contributes on the boards. She's one of the leading rebounders for Westwood.
Melissa Beaupre misses the free throw. So 6-2, Westwood on top, 4:40 left in the first quarter. High post, jumper by Monkey, hits again. She has 4 points, the lead is 6.
You know, in that move, that little step back or step to the side, if she pulls the defense over, she's got a passing lane to that weak side block.
A foul will be called on Ashley Ahern. The reach in will be her first.
And Dell, you mentioned Andrea Meinke. That's her game. A little bit of misdirection. She gets a lot of those shots, and again for Westwood, she's knocking those down early. It's it's going to be something that North Attleboro will have to adjust to.
Yeah, they sure will.
Wolverines a good start, although the Red Rocketeers certainly won't panic because they're behind. We saw them a number of times have a bad first quarter. They're very strong from what I can remember from the 6-7 times we've seen this year. They're a good second quarter team.
Yeah, they tend to play, they play a little nervous, I think, or a little too overhyped in the first quarter of the games. They usually do not jump out the leads.
There's an air ball a little bit too strong, and that's the way things have gone for North Attleboro here in the early going. Couple of baskets missed by Monkey. Coming out of the pile is Ahern. She will turn the ball over, then will get it right back. Ahern will be fouled by, I believe it's going to be Olivia Ware. It will be on Ware, and that's already the 4th team foul on Westwood.
Yeah, a team that plays this aggressively might pick some up early, but I bet you it's going to slow. The pace of the fouls will slow down as they get more into the game tempo.
Red Rocketeers, nice pass from Beaupre to Caroline Collard, who had a big game in the victory over Oliver Ames on Tuesday night, 8-4. Morin kicks it into the corner to Monkey. Monkey a little bit too strong. Ball right into the hands of Kaylin Harrington, who will lay it in for 2. And that's that rebounding that I talked about earlier.
North Attleboro, not a big team. Really only have a couple of big players in Emily Peters and Carolyn Collard.
Collard again.
Really
Nice entry pass from Danielle Perrin. Sorry, Mike. Beaupre the steal. Beaupre with 2 more.
That's a signature Beaupre play. Stealing it off the point on the press, laying it in.
And I would say a good timeout by Catherine Clifford.
Yeah, gentlemen, we have a game.
Absolutely, six quick points. Beaupre with a nice left-handed finish there. So what you want to see?
Yeah, Melissa does not always go to the glass and looks very graceful doing it, but it works.
Yeah, she twists and turns and gyrates in a way that my body can no longer do.
Not sure it ever could.
Probably
I know
couldn't.
mine couldn't.
You know, and guys, you're mentioning that North Attleboro typically starts off slow. That's also the trademark of Westwood. They typically come out of the gate slow. So, you know, somebody I guess had to score a few points early, and it looks like the play is balancing out here.
You know what I like? We've had 18 points scored. I bet you 10 or 12 have been scored in the paint. There were a couple of outside shots, but both teams are scoring inside, and that's good basketball.
It's been quite a week for Westwood basketball. Tuesday night the girls win. Boys win on Wednesday night. Thursday night the girls are in action here at home. I believe tomorrow night the boys will be in action.
That is correct. They will be playing Foxborough here tomorrow night at 6:30.
Watch out for the Warriors.
The girls and the boys combined record was 38-2 in the regular season.
3-pointer miss, ball tipped right to Perrin, up ahead to Beaupre, and we have a tie game.
Yeah, I don't like that play. I know they scored easy, but I think you want all of your kids rebounding on this end, not just one taken off like that. You might get it now and then, but you might give up some close as well.
Ware inside, looked like she was hit on the arm by Collard, no call. Perrin to Beaupre, inside to Collard. Collard with the miss. Rebound Wolverines.
Christina Bonfiglio, a sophomore, played a lot of center and forward at the younger grades, and she's transitioned to a guard forward here.
Inside of 2 minutes, first quarter, tied at 10. And I would have to think at this point, if there's a team that's happy with the 10-10 score, it's North Attleboro. And up and down violation travel called against Carly Chagrar,
Carly Chagru.
But I hope she saw something that's there. You pump fake against zones. That time she got him up in the air. If she throws a pump fake now, she can step right on the other side of him and have a wide open shot.
Red Rocketeers looking for their first lead of the night, but a poor entry pass from Ashley Ahern. Emily Peters had sealed off the defender, and if that pass had a little bit more air underneath it, North would have had its first lead of the night.
North Attleboro effectively has caused 2 shot clock violations. That last one was a forced shot at the end.
Shot no good from the corner, and that has to be a foul. It will be on Andrea Meinke, and that will be her second foul. And I would think, Mike Gay, that's a player that Westwood does not want to lose.
Agreed. You know, especially when Olivia Ware and Meinke are in there at the same time, they do some damage on the glass. Early foul trouble, not a good sign for Meinke.
Yeah, and as a coach, you don't like to see fouls 90-something feet away from where they're trying to score.
You know, when you're an aggressive rebounding team, that will happen.
It will.
Ahern, top of the key. North Attleboro, a little weave out front. Samantha Taggart is into the game for North Attleboro. 10 on the shot clock. Shot missed by Ahern. The rebound, Emily Peters. And North Attleboro has its first lead of the night.
That's 8 straight points for North Attleboro.
And then Peters almost with the steal. And Ware, kind of an excuse me basket. Nice extra pass that time by the Wolverines.
A nice pivot in the post. That's what set that nicely shot up.
It's a moving pick.
Boy, I'd like to see that one again.
It happens a lot with this kind of weaving motion.
Oh yeah, stuck the shoulder right into the defender. No question about it.
Apparently that official doesn't watch the NBA.
Well,
No.
to avoid it, the dribbler's got to bring the defender into the pick rather than the pick come over.
Now, guys, that call I disagree with because we have the same angle as the official underneath the basket. And from here, I'm not sure. The official trailing the play could not see what happened in front of the Westwood player. And that's one of the problems with the three-man crews from time to time. What a first quarter, to no one's surprise. This one living up to the hype. We're tied at a dozen.
North TV is proud to present the Ask Gilby Show, an engaging opportunity for young learners to practice those early learning concepts, such as number and letter names, colors and shapes recognition. The show's producers have designed Ask Gilby to connect early learning concepts and at-home activities to pre-kindergarten state standards. The Ask Gilby Show, mornings on North TV's Education Channel, Comcast Channel 9, and Verizon Channel 22. North TV, bringing the community into your home. Veterans Forum on North TV, the monthly show dedicated to spotlighting what's going on in the lives of those who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Join American Legion Post 49 as they keep you up to date with news, information, and opportunities regarding the veterans of North Attleboro. Veterans Forum, only on North TV's Community Channel, Comcast Channel 15, and Verizon Channel 24. North TV, bringing the community into your home.
Mike Gay, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, again, Westwood uncharacteristically got out early and played some nice basketball, moving the ball. North Attleboro weathered the storm, and they got some nice looks. I think they scored about 8 of their points on layups.
Del Malloy?
Yeah, it's, I like the fact that both teams are bringing the ball to the hoop. At least they were.
Mike Kirby?
Yeah, it's interesting to see that both teams had the times where they played really well, and both teams had the times where they were confused and just did not quite have things together. So it'll be an interesting 32 minutes.
She learned that time. She gave the shot fake and went right by her player.
And if Peters had held her ground, she might have been able to draw the charge, but she not only slid over, then she came in trying for the block.
Yeah, it's tough. You have to practice, and I wonder how many teams practice taking a charge.
And you need a certain amount of courage.
Yeah.
It's not easy to sit there and have a big player driving at you and bang it, knowing you're going to get crashed into.
And effectively, she came down with a downward motion, which caused the foul. You go up vertical there, that's a no call.
Correct. It's a good call by the official.
Carly Chagraw missed the free throw. Westwood the rebound, and then Chagraw the three-point shot.
Yeah, Carly Chagraw, another one of the talented sophomores for Westwood.
Chagraw. Can't even read my own phonetic spelling.
Well, I've had a lot of practice with Carly. She's been a WBA player, Westwood Basketball Association youth player for many years.
Danielle Perrin, the steal, looks up, has a 1-on-2. Will actually knife her way through, can't finish off. There's a case where Danielle might have been better off rather than avoiding the contact, creating the contact.
You've got to take the contact. The refs want to blow the whistle. If they see you getting hit, they're going to blow it.
She might have also been better just holding the ball out, letting your team get down court, being patient. You've got 30 seconds. She took the shot with 25 seconds left on the shot clock.
With the score this close and no sign that it's going to change, every possession is important. You want to get a good shot off on every time down the court. Won't happen, but that's your goal.
And North Attleboro yet another turnover.
Westwood
take that back.
Westwood tipped the ball.
Well, didn't see that. Westwood, 90% of their defensive stance is straight man-to-man help defense. They will mix it in with a full-court zone press.
Sophomore Samantha Taggart replaces sophomore Ashley Ahern.
See a lot of similarities between these two teams.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think the difference from what I've seen is Westwood's the better rebounding team?
North Attleboro was more aggressive on the press, and will play mostly zone when they're not playing the press. But
Beaupre comes away with the steal. Ties it up again.
Yeah, early Beaupre has been the best player on the court. She's a real spark for North Attleboro.
Three-pointer, another air ball. Tipped out. Right into the hands of Chagru.
Clock shot did not reset.
Chagru looking to drive the lane. 4 on the shot clock. Jumper won't go. Rebound Collard. Collard being harassed in the backcourt. No one came to her, and she ended up turning the ball over. And then Ware makes them pay. Boy, your center stuck like that. Someone's got to come to the ball.
Yeah. And don't panic, though. Hold it over your head. Give a good wide pivot. Clear some space for yourself.
Boy, you know, I saw that play from where we were, and I thought it looked like she was about to double dribble. I'm not sure the other hand touched the ball.
No, he called her for a carry. Her hand came under.
Okay.
I think that was the call anyway.
it looked like a double dribble call
there you
with
go.
both hands.
See, I'm not sure the other hand touched.
I think it was a violation. I think he just got the wrong violation.
And a traveling violation again.
Again, give it to shot fake. Against zone, you want a pass fake, shot fake, and drive fake. Those fakes get the zone moving in a way it doesn't want to move.
Tell you guys, we're going to have a lot of very tired young ladies at the end of this game. This pace is incredible.
Yeah, it's a good pace.
And Westwood is one of those teams when you play, you can never relax on any pass. And I'm sure the Westwood players right now would say the same thing about North Attleboro defensively.
Yeah.
There's another traveling violation.
Yeah. Doing a little too much.
Again, I think the North Attleboro defense has really forced Westwood into some bad decisions. They're taking a lot of their shots late in the shot clock.
Danielle Perrin guarded closely by Kaylin Harrington. Perrin, a shot won't go. Rebound underneath won't go. That was Liz Morehouse, the miss, and the ball will stay. Well, it will go to Westwood. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
The official outside pointed towards North Attleboro, and that's why I said stay. And Mike, how difficult is it as an official? All year long you're working with two guys, then all of a sudden you've got three.
Oh, there is definitely an adjustment there. Just because you got to get used to which they call play coverage areas. So it's just a little more difficult that way. And then just the simple mechanics of where you're supposed to be standing and so forth. But it's still basketball. There's not that much difference.
Perrin, wide open three-pointer, buries it.
It's still basketball, and it's not all, it's, if anything, it's easier.
Yeah, Mike, you don't see that often anymore, the net getting caught in the rim.
Well, you see that a lot here at Westwood. For whatever reason, that net gives us trouble. Mike, they typically will practice the three-man crew 3 or 4 games before the end of the regular season.
In Tri-Valley League, that's what they do. Not in the Hockomock League, though.
Got it.
But the referee associations hold a clinic before the regular season ends to go over the mechanics. And most of the guys, even if they do mostly high school or all high school, are familiar enough because they've done tournament games.
Westwood has a little bit more money than North Attleboro.
The Tri-Valley League in general.
I thought Chagru established a pivot foot there. I didn't necessarily see that as a travel.
I didn't see it either. I think she faked them out.
That's what I thought on the double dribble. I thought the official anticipated what was about to happen. Perrin that time off the mark.
Nice aggressive box out by Olivia Ware.
And then North Attleboro asleep defensively, able to get back. And then that ball was not tipped. Boy, turnovers galore, but it's because of the defense we're seeing.
And that was a hard pass, and that young fan wanted no part of it.
Watching the game off the monitor now. This has suddenly become a good place to stand. Driving the lane is Taggart. She will be tied up. Alternating possession will go to Westwood.
Yeah, Westwood again, straight man-to-man, help defense there.
What was a fast-paced up-and-down game is sort of kind of gotten a little sluggish here in the second quarter.
I don't think
whether the players are getting tired or there's some subs. Or
I don't think the players could have kept up with that pace.
No. Hey, you know what I noticed? No cheerleaders. Playoff game. What do you know?
Westwood does not typically have the cheerleaders come out for the boys or the girls. Ooh.
We have a alternating possession will go to North Attleboro.
I'll tell you, Ahern came in there like a truck and definite some contact. I didn't even see a tie-up on that one.
No. Looks like he wanted to prevent it from getting out of hand.
Mike Day, you don't know Del Malloy is a stickler that if you're going to have cheerleaders, they should not only cheer for the boys but for the girls. And, you know, when they're both playing on the same night, that's one thing, but you get to the state tournament, having cheerleaders would be nice. Comes from a former coach, teacher at an all-girls school.
You read my mind.
All-women's college at one time, Wheaton College.
Now that was an easy call.
if you got that one wrong, there's a problem.
I don't know. I thought he anticipated the call.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that looked more like a Malcolm Butler play than a basketball play.
So Julia Strachan will go to the bench with 2 personal fouls.
You notice the fouls have evened off now.
And if you had told me at the start of this half that with 2:24 left in the first half, neither team would be in the bonus, I would have told you you were crazy. Ware, nice little move. Shot won't go.
Yeah.
Nice move, but after she puts up the shot, she's got to follow rather than start running down court.
Yeah. She's a little twist on her hand.
Ahern gets it to Perrin. Perrin the up fake, nowhere to go. Gets it to Collard into the corner, cross court to Beaupre, to Collard, to Perrin. Perrin looking to drive the lane will be fouled. The reach in by Carly Chagru. And Perrin will go to the line, I believe, to shoot 2.
We were blocked out on that view. We couldn't see if she got the arm, but the referee had a better angle than we did.
Yeah.
A whole lot closer than we are, too.
And it will not be a shooting foul, my mistake. Ahern the miss, gets her own rebound. Fresh. Is there a fresh shot?
No, that was did not hit the rim.
Okay, my mistake. Perrin the three-pointer, shot won't go. Collard has it knocked out of her hands by Cameron Harrington.
Yeah, North's getting better inside position for these rebounds than Westwood is. That could be a factor.
Yeah, it's really surprising. Westwood typically owns the glass.
Ahern out on the wing, high three-pointer. I'm not sure if it was deflected. Collard came away with it, but then lost it.
Both teams a little tight still here in the first half. Yep. Some uncharacteristic turnovers for Westwood, and I'm sure North is in the same boat.
Both teams are disrupting each other, and there's really no ebb and flow to the game right now, whereas earlier there was.
Westwood that time, nice job breaking that press. Air ball from Allie Morin. Perrin brings it up court. She's harassed by Harrington. And then finally the call will go against Harrington. Dell doesn't like the call or the defense.
You have to allow them to breathe. I mean,
let's see.
They're getting hammered inside.
And you just missed that.
Well,
she reached across and hit her in the stomach.
Yeah, right. And it really affected the play.
And I think if they zoomed in that she was wearing brass knuckles.
Yeah.
That was the deciding
She hit her with a club.
I think that was it.
1-1.
That foul was the first on Harrington.
You don't want to put Perrin on the line either. Once she gets her rhythm going, she's pretty deadly.
Well, the more she's at the line, the better that outside shot becomes.
Yes.
So North Attleboro, its biggest lead of the night, 21-18.
And Danielle is the most aggressive person going to the hole, too. When she determines there's no other way to score, she's going to take the ball and go to the hole.
Morin into the corner to Connaughton. Ware, nice little spin move again. Boy, is she tough when she gets on that low block.
They got to get in front of her. I'm not sure they're going to try to throw it over the top to her. They're not stopping her from behind.
Perrin, wide open three. Hits!
There's that net again.
Now, I've got to believe that the boys' team is a pressing defensive team.
Absolutely.
That's why they
There
have
you
that
go.
net.
Yep.
The mechanic now is not to stop the game to do that because it gives an advantage to the defense. They can gather themselves. We're told not to do that anymore, so I'm surprised they're doing that.
15 seconds, less than 15 seconds to play here.
Ball stolen away, so North should get a last shot off. Oh, nice pick. Beaupre. Shot won't go, and that will go. We have a foul right at the buzzer, but it will be a non-shooting foul as that was the 16th foul. The question is, which Red Rocketeer picks up the foul?
I believe it was 31.
That is correct, and I didn't see that, but that's a tough call to end the half.
Well, the official...
Knock the player to the floor.
Yeah.
So 16 minutes of the half count, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. No.
Yep.
So Red Rocketeers on top 24-20. They scored a dozen in the first, a dozen in the second. Back with our halftime report after this.
North TV is privileged to present Mrs. Imagination's Treehouse. The 4-time international award-winning program has had wonderful success for the past 8 years on Massachusetts local television stations. An educational-based program full of stories and imaginary adventure. With its wide literary range and extravagant setting, this local program will delight the eyes and mind of your toddler. Mornings on North TV's Education Channel, Comcast Channel 9, and Verizon Channel 22. North TV, bringing the community into your home.
The Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association annually sanctions the Sportsmanship Awards to students, adults, and schools for exemplary behavior. The intent is to enhance the educational ideals sought by the MIAA and to encourage sportsmanship as a major objective in their experience as a participant. This is just another example of activities enhancing student development in a unique and motivating laboratory for learning. Your support and encouragement of these important ideals is appreciated. Running down the first half scoring for North Attleboro, Danielle Perrin with 10 points, 8 points for Melissa Beaupre, 2 points apiece for Caroline Collard, Emily Peters, and Julia Strachan. For Westwood, Olivia Ware with 6 points, Andrea Meinke with 4 points, Kaylin Harrington with 4 points, Carly Chagru with 4 points, and 2 points for Allie Morin. Mike Gay, actually we'll begin with Mike Kirby. Your thoughts on the first half?
I think North Attleboro's doing a lot of what they want to do in this game so far. They've been disruptive. After a strong start by Westwood, the North Attleboro defense has been disruptive, which is exactly what they need in order to trigger their offense and get the fast break going. They haven't quite. They're still running a little bit too fast a pace, but still a good start by North Attleboro. Going to try to bring it to another level in the second half.
And from the Westwood point of view, Mike Gay?
Yeah, from the Westwood point of view, I think really the press is the story in the first half. once North went into that press, Westwood definitely had challenges. From the 4.5-minute mark of the first quarter, North Attleboro outscored Westwood 20-10. So really, they've had their way for the better part of the first half. And the other thing is, Andrea Meinke getting those 2 fouls. She's a key, and she came out early, hitting a couple of those mid-range jumpers. Look for her to get back in the game, and she's definitely a second-half player. Most of her points this season, and there have been a bunch, have been scored in the second half.
Del Malloy.
From my vantage point, the Westwood zone attack is pretty predictable. I expect North to take a few more chances and get steals. They're staying on one side of the court. To get to the other side, they dribble over, do the same thing on both sides. They're ripe for stealing the ball.
24-20, tied at the half. Or excuse me, not tied at the half. 24-20, I'm not sure what I was looking at. Back with third quarter action. Half business.
There's a lot going on in North Attleboro besides politics and sports. North TV specials give you a front row seat to some of the most informative and entertaining events that you don't have time to attend in person. Presentations from Richards Memorial Library, historic society programs, town events, and much more. Tune into North TV every weekend for a new reason to watch. North TV specials, exclusively on your community channel Comcast Channel 15 and Verizon Channel 24. North TV, bringing the community into your home.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Ready to go, and we are not tied, 24-20. We're tied at the end of the first quarter, 12-12. Westwood will have the ball, and it will be interesting to see the adjustments that were made at halftime. Westwood did not get a chance to shoot after the break because they came out with about 57 seconds left.
So see, there you go, the same exact pattern with no movement to free up that lane. I think North can pick these all day long unless Westwood makes a slight adjustment. Doesn't have to be anything major.
And there's the pass. Beaupre will take it to the hole and hit for 2. How many points has North had off of steals tonight?
I'd say half of their points.
My guess is that Melissa Beaupre's had about half of her points in her career off of steals and lay-ins. Well, I mean, she jumps center and then she plays the point on the press. Tells you how athletic she is.
And she is just a force at the top of that zone defense.
Absolutely.
Ware inside. The question is, will it be Peters or it will be on Perrin, and that's fortunate for North Attleboro.
I thought they got Peters on that one. So that's you're right, very fortunate.
Yeah, Peters with the 2 first half fouls. So did Andrea Meinke for Westwood. And Westwood really struggled when Meinke went to the bench.
One thing that's fortunate for North Attleboro now, if Peters does have to go out, is that Caroline Collett, I believe, has developed. She's probably the most improved player this year on the Red Rocketeers.
Yeah, they
really come a long way.
They don't miss a step when she comes into the game. Peters looking to drive, shot blocked. Westwood with a 3-on-1. They pull up for the jumper and Meinke will hit. I didn't like the shot she took, but it worked.
You got to take layup. You're down. You got to take layup and take a chance of getting hit so you get 3.
I'll tell you though, that's Meinke's game. She settles for those all day, and when she's on,
Ahern another turnover.
they gave the timeout.
And I don't think the coach requested it. I think the player requested the timeout.
Yeah. they shouldn't even know they have that option.
Del Malloy is not a big fan of calling timeouts to save a possession.
No. You get 5 of them, and that actually really cost Dorchester in the boys' game last night. They had a couple of what looked like heads-up calls by the players calling timeout. Come to the end of the game, it's a 2-point game, and you've got no timeouts left.
No timeouts, right?
As an official, I would get rid of the coach would not be allowed to call timeouts. That's the most difficult call to make.
Yeah.
Because if the player's right in front of us here and the coach is yelling all the way across the court, how do I know if he's requesting the timeout for sure? I don't know for sure. And there's an awful lot of action. People are rolling on the floor. There's a potential for a fight. It's a very, very difficult call to make.
And you also have the...
If the coaches had their way, if the referees had their way, we would no longer allow the coaches to...
Well, you guys have rabbit ears anyway, you know, so you're hearing everything. Beaupre will be fouled by Ware.
So to call a foul in your scenario, there has to be 2 communications, one from me to the player and one from the player to you rather than directly from the coach.
Correct.
And so the burden is on the player.
It's the way it was until when I played basketball. Well, when you played basketball.
Yeah, but we use peach baskets too. A lot has changed.
It's an extremely difficult call for referees to make.
Well, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. The 3-man crew have 2 of the referees actually on the court. Have one of them looking at the coaches. I think a lot of the coaches would appreciate that.
Well, Perrin just took a shot that wasn't called. Good enough that she bounces back.
That's
and then we'll pick up a charge.
Great play with Meinke. With the turnover, comes right back, steps into the lane, draws the charge.
Yeah, and a tough play when you have 2 fouls. Speaking of fouls, that's the second on Perrin.
And block charges like that, the potential momentum changes too.
Oh, they're big.
Oh, nice backdoor Meinke with the cut and the recognition by the Wolverines. It's a 2-point game. Julia Strachan, 18-footer.
You can't leave her alone.
Wolverines jumper from the corner. 3-pointer.
Christina Bonfiglio from downtown.
The pace of this game has definitely increased quite a bit.
Ahern attacks the glass, and she will be fouled. Now that would be a cheapie, right, Del?
Well, she's going right where she wants. It's not stopping her. There's nothing happening.
It's a huge foul for Westwood. That's Meinke's 3rd.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Boy, when you look at it at that replay, that is a tough way to go to the bench. At the same time, you're that important to your team. You don't take that kind of foul on a guard coming in when you have a defender there waiting for her.
Yeah.
Peters to Strachan. Strachan looked like she was being held coming through.
Westwood typically does a much better job with the help defense. They actually want to force the guard into the bigs, and then they gobble them up.
It's a big possession for North Attleboro. Because right now, Westwood is on a run of their own.
And that's probably not North Attleboro's best option there to go to Emily Peters in the post, when she's most likely going to get double teamed.
Where the baseline jumper hits. Westwood has the lead again by 1.
And as you said, Peter, that's a 10-3 run for Westwood.
And North Attleboro seems to be taking it right at the strength of Westwood, and that is inside.
Yep.
And Westwood, like a Venus flytrap, saying, come on in. Peters to Beaupre. Beaupre kicks it to Perrin. Perrin back to Peters. Her shot partially blocked. Right into the hands of Ahern, and Ahern will... Boy, that was an NBA continuation.
That was about 4 steps.
She did not have control of the ball, though.
There you go. Right. Good call.
Ashley Ahern, a huge three-point play. Is that one of the toughest calls, Mike? What is continuation and what isn't? No?
Not really, no.
Because that looked like a tough call.
Upward motion, if you're even just the very beginning of your upward motion to shoot a shot, that's continuation. That's when it begins.
And you'll see, Dell, that Coach Catherine Clifford also not a fan of wasting a timeout there.
No.
Play unfolded right in front of her, and she kept her cool and just let the jump ball go.
In a game like this, they're too important. You can't waste them for a possession.
I would think you'd want at least 3 timeouts in the fourth quarter. You've got to have at least 3 timeouts left for you.
And a traveling violation called on Kaylin Harrington.
And that's one I'm not so sure. I think she was reaching down. I don't know if she necessarily had possession on that either. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
Well, take a look.
That's a travel.
There you go. The benefit of replay, which we do not have at WestCAT.
Samantha Taggart into the game for North Attleboro. Red Rocketeers inside to Beaupre to Collard. Tough pass outside. Look out! Strachan likes that shot. The sophomore, whose dad is the head football coach at Attleboro High School.
Allie Morin, just off the mark.
Ware fighting for the rebound. Strachan will come away with it. Ware gets it into the hands of Rachel McClure. Tell you, this is a war. Taggart.
I'll tell you.
Stripped away from behind. Allie Morin will be fouled going to the hole.
I'll tell you, they're letting a lot go at both ends of the court.
Did not let that go, though.
No, that one was a little easy, coming across the body on that one.
I thought it looked like a clean block.
Yeah.
Just
for the first fraction of a second.
I think in a game like this, you want to let it go because it's got a flow now. Keep that flow going. Call the big stuff.
Allie Moore, an uncharacteristic miss from the line.
And Julia Strachan, after 5 quick points, will have to go to the bench with her 3rd personal foul. Allie Moore, the sophomore, makes the 2nd.
This has been a half of runs. Westwood came out with a nice run, and North Attleboro answers.
35-31. Perrin, open 3. Shot won't go. Nice box out by Rachel McClure.
Rachel, one of the 3 seniors on this team, senior captain. Ball tends to find Rachel.
Shot missed, and then a foul will be called on Kaylin Harrington.
Yeah, Kaylin a little too aggressive there, came across, and pretty easy call.
Yeah. You know, Perrin missed that last one. She had a little bit of traffic in front of her, and she tends to use her arms. If she's free and uses her legs, she never misses.
Ashley Ahern, nice pass to Taggart. Taggart lost the handle, gets it to Collard. And Westwood people might be saying there's no way Collard was shooting that ball, but trust me, she was.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. She throws up shots from behind her head.
Like I said, I think she's the most improved player on the team this year, and she definitely is extremely tough down low.
I agree with you, Mike. I think she's come a long way. Quietly come a long way.
That was a big foul. That's the 3rd foul on Olivia Ware. So they have Ware and Meinke on the bench right now with 3 fouls apiece. Collard makes the 2nd.
It's a big point in the game, right now. Westwood needs to stay close.
36-31. They get it into the hands of Meinke, who's back in. And there's a traveling violation on Carly Chagru. I think if you were to ask the Westwood players, they'd say North Attleboro is much quicker than we thought they were.
Yeah. Well, I think the zone press is slowing Westwood down. They're losing their quickness, their mental quickness.
North Attleboro, not good spacing right there. They get it inside to Beaupre, who somehow manages to dribble as she was falling down.
That was an excellent defensive play, because otherwise she would have been called for traveling.
Collared inside, shot won't go. Which if Caroline's going to throw up that shot, Beaupre has to crash from the weak side. Westwood now will set up with 16 on the shot clock.
And you're right, I'll tell you, Westwood getting into the half-court set with about 10 seconds to go every trip.
Three-pointer by Monkey is no good. That did not touch the rim, I did not think.
Looks like Kaylin Harrington was the last to touch it for Westwood. It would go over to North.
Yeah. Mike, as we talked before the game, you attack a press to break it, or you attack it to score on it. They're just trying to break it, and they're deliberately taking all the time in the world. Yes, they're getting through, but they have no offense time.
Melissa Beaupre misses the bunny, then will be fouled.
And that's the fourth on Andrea Meinke, and that's another tough one to take.
Boy, I've got to ask, why is Andrea Meinke even in the game right there?
Yeah. Well, this is a critical point of the game. You know, you got two of your bigs with 3 fouls. You got to play somebody.
Dell?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't play this one. I would have kept the other one in.
Well, Attleboro has arguably.
See there, they're fronting now.
Yep.
And that will keep the ball from getting in. They come back from the weak side and try to grab it or swat it.
Well, Attleboro arguably has Westwood's best player on the bench with 4 fouls. Chances are we won't see her till about 3 minutes left.
And that's travel there. In both of Westwood's losses this year, Meinke fouled out of those games. And again, I think you know, she's a very strong player. She's just a junior, and really, I think 2 of those fouls that she got were ticky-tack.
These are great substitutions right now by Rick Herber. He has his 2 seniors. This almost is like an NBA substitution. 59 seconds left in the quarter. He's giving his seniors a breather.
You can be sure they'll be in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
You're looking at the future of North Attleboro basketball right now as Carly Chagru, hits the three-pointer. North breaks the press, looking to attack against the press. They turn it over. And stepping on the sideline was Rachel McClure. What a play defensively by Emily Schramm. She blocked the sideline and then did not get tempted to reach in for the foul.
Right. But Westwood had to see it coming. It's been there the whole game, so you come up short of it so you don't get yourself in trouble, and then get rid of it.
North Attleboro gets it inside. Morehouse will be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
And again, Bonfiglio not going vertical there, coming down with a swat, makes that a very easy call.
Yeah, if she had just stayed
there, she's
wouldn't have
fine.
been a foul.
Yep. Rule of verticality.
Her 3rd foul.
Well, Mike, I wanted to ask you, this year, besides Medfield, who really challenged Westwood? Were they ever in a situation where they were in trouble in a game?
You know, they had a couple of tough games actually in the Riley Classic. They Banks at home. The bank is open on a Thursday night. They had a couple of tough games. They faced Norwood. Turn it over there. They faced Norwood that just got knocked out a couple of nights ago from the Division II first round. Norwood's a very good team, very young team, knocked down a lot of long threes. That was really it. They came back from about 8 down in the fourth quarter, but other than that, that was it. They certainly weren't tested on Tuesday night, and quite frankly, Westwood did not play a very good game, and they still won by 20.
38-34. Westwood having all kinds of problems against the North Attleboro defense. 1 on the shot clock. The shot will be good. It won't matter.
It's a good look.
38-34. The lead was 4 for North Attleboro at the half. It's 4 heading into the fourth. 8 to go.
Inside Look with Megan Miller gives you a behind-the-scenes look at community events, our schools, local sports, town organizations, and a variety of other topics that impact the North Attleboro community. Watch Inside Look Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on North TV's Community Channel, Comcast Channel 15, and Verizon Channel 24. North TV, bringing the community into your home.
Is that thing getting closer? Look how high that thing's going. Look out there, look at the debris.
Give me the camera.
No, just drive, I've got it.
Zoom in, zoom in.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, the size of that thing.
It's everywhere.
Are you getting this?
Yeah, I've got it. What was that?
It's the National Guard.
How'd they get here so fast?
I don't know.
Pull over, pull over.
Do you have what it takes to head into the heart of the storm? Check out NationalGuard.com.
Well, Attleboro will get the ball to start out fourth quarter play. Up by 4. They run it inside to Ahern, to Beaupre, to Perrin, but the pass a little bit too late for Danielle to get off the shot. They try to come inside to Peters, and a nice job fronting Peters by Olivia Ware, stealing it away. They come inside to Ware. Ware says, "You're not going to guard me, I'll take the shot." Rebound pulled down by Ahern, tied up. Two of the smallest players on the floor battling underneath for the rebound.
Two of the biggest hots, though.
Yeah.
Wide open 3. Shagreau hits again.
That's the lead to 1.
See a bigger crowd than we thought, and now I would say the Westwood crowd has the North crowd beat 58 to 42%. Perrin looking to drive. Oh, what a pass, but what a block by Shagreau. The sophomore came out of nowhere.
I tell you, she's got great length, and it showed up on that play.
Now, does she change the light bulbs here? She just reaches up. There's one of those.
You can't make that pass.
She looked like a sophomore on that pass,
Yeah.
not on the defensive play. But
And in fact, if you remember, Shagreau made that same pass in the first half.
And now 8 on the shot clock again. Open 3. Shot won't go for Morin. Ball tied up, alternating possession will go to North Attleboro.
It's a case of them letting them play a little bit of contact before.
There's definitely some contact there, but not a real advantage. You're looking for advantage, you know?
Yep.
Tell you, the next team to go on a run is going to put a lot of pressure on their opponent. Emily Peters gets it out to Ahern. It was tipped back into the backcourt. Ahern will now drive the lane, throw up a shot.
And she's bailed out by Olivia Ware, and that's going to be Olivia Ware's 4th personal.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's they got Ali Morin. Ooh, she got bailed out.
Actually, you know what? In the replay, it was a foul.
Yep. Ali Morin reached in from behind.
Yeah, well, that's a very fortunate foul call for Westwood.
Yeah, if I'm Westwood right now and Ahern drives the lane, let her.
Yeah. Well, just block it.
Ahern misses both.
That's uncharacteristic there, too.
Ahern the steal. Up to Perrin. Gets it back to Ahern. Ahern steps back, 3-pointer, shot won't go.
Her rhythm's off.
Peters the steal to Ahern. That'll help her confidence.
Yep. Sure will. Bonfiglio, you got to pump fake that. Fake a pass to make a pass.
Coach Malloy always says to get your rhythm back to shoot a layup.
That's right.
3-pointer by Bonfiglio won't go. Chased down by Harrington. Jumper by Ware, no good. Ware gets it back. That one no good. Westwood 5 for $1. Fighting for it. Ball tied up. Alternating possession will stay with Westwood with 26 on the shot clock.
And then that play, Coach Clifford was trying to call the timeout. She didn't get it. Didn't get it in time. I believe she has 4 left. So
her team might never had. Her team never had.
Absolutely. Yep. That's why they didn't give it to her.
Don't get the timeout then.
I'm not sure these teams want this one enough. Huh? Man, they're attacking the basketball.
Carly Shagru from long.
Shot won't go, and North Attleboro isn't boxing out at all. Shagru blocked by Perrin. And Harrington almost picked up a 3rd personal foul.
Westwood has not pressed. Let's see. Up here they go. Full court, man to man.
Don't say man to man in front of Dell. Unless the officials are playing defense, it's player to player.
Player to player defense.
Strachan, high shot. And North Attleboro suddenly not running any offense. Harrington beyond the 3-point circle, looking for a bounce pass inside, right into the hands of Beaupre to Taggart. Taggart will be grabbed by Harrington, and Taggart will go to the line shooting 1 and 1. So for the rest of the night, North will be shooting 2 shots, while the Red Rocketeers have only committed 3 fouls.
No.
That's Harrington's 3rd. So that is the 3rd Westwood Wolverine with three fouls. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play.
How big is it to make the front end of a 1 and 1?
3 points. You got to take advantage of them.
Boy, Taggart just looks so relaxed out there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
(42-35). North Attleboro up by 5 over Westwood. Meinke throws up a shot, no good. Guess who? Shagru with the rebound and the putback.
Huge basket for Westwood.
As we said early on, it looked like the Wolverines had a big advantage on the boards, and it's really showing up here in the 4th quarter.
Perrin gets it to Beaupre.
Nice
Beaupre,
rip through.
the shot won't go. Rebound, Westwood. Double team, Haley.
I'll tell you, that's a great defensive play when you tip up like that. Very seldom will they call a foul on that, even if you make contact.
Because you're not really hitting the ball.
Absolutely.
Hands on the ball.
And even if you do, again, the motion doesn't even look like you're making contact.
Westwood can tie with a 3. They don't turn the ball over. Working around, looking inside. They get it to Harrington. Outside to Morin. Morin with 5 on the shot clock. Gets it to Shagru. That'll be a 2-pointer. Shot no good. Westwood yet another rebound. Shagru kicks it into the corner to Harrington. Harrington the miss. Just white jerseys. They're out jumping the shorter Red Rocketeers. And then finally, Andrea Meinke will hit.
Again, Meinke, if you can knock a couple of those down.
And then the steal. Harrington will be fouled by Strachan. That will be her 4th personal foul.
Let's just hope she gets up.
There is the wounded.
That's not good to see.
No.
Here's the replay. Strachan was trying to get in the way without committing the foul, but there was the bump.
Yeah.
And
Good
I
thing
think
is
she
that
just
they're
landed
not
awkwardly.
checking any limbs, so it might just be she knocked the breath out.
She has to be exhausted. I'm exhausted just watching the pace. Educational investigators have conducted studies. There's another replay. We'll see what happens.
I think it might be her arm or shoulder. I think she might have gone down hard. I don't think this is a leg injury. It looks like Coach Clifford is checking her shoulder. Oh, well, then
Take your pick.
the trainer's checking her ankle, so maybe it is her.
She's going to need to lead the game, though. The coaches were called out.
Yep. So somebody will be brought in off the bench to take the foul shots.
And anyone can take the free throws.
Anybody off the bench can take the free. Not anybody on the floor at the time, but
anyone on the floor or on the bench could take the free throws.
Take the free throws.
No, nobody on the floor.
Nobody on the floor.
You have to be one of the
whoever's designated to shoot.
I'm thinking technical.
Educational investigators have conducted studies which repeatedly demonstrate that students involved in interscholastic programs find increased educational opportunities. These opportunities are available to them as a result of participation, higher grade point averages than those who do not participate, better attendance records, and fewer discipline problems. This significant information is brought to you by the MIAA as they continue to strive for excellence as the other half of education.
So there was a nice flow to both teams. I mean, both teams kind of getting what they wanted here. It'll be interesting to see if this timeout here throws any of the teams off.
Well, I would think the team that's going to be hurt the most by this is Westwood. You lose Harrington, but they were on a mini run right there and just grabbing the momentum away.
Yeah. Mostly off the glass, so it's mostly been the law of averages. If you get 3 or 4 shots every time down court, you're going to make one of them.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Harrington is in a lot of pain, so it's pretty clear that she's not just coming out of the game to take a quick break. She's probably done for the night.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And again, Harrington, one of the captains. She's the junior captain. Quite frankly, the leader of this team, and so this is a huge blow for Westwood. And even if they can somehow find a way to win this game, it's not a good sign for their future.
Now she is a captain, even though she's a junior.
That is correct.
See, at North Attleboro, you could not be a captain as a junior.
Well, there you go.
It's interesting. Every school, I think, has different rules,
and they usually develop through experience. Like if in the early years, if you had a senior class that was less than desirable as leaders, you might have gone to a junior. They liked it, and they adopt that policy once people start writing down policies.
Yep.
So Attleboro's boys this year, they have a sophomore who's the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Westwood, I mean, the other captains, Rachel McClure and Megan Philbin, definitely have had big moments for Westwood, but this is the true leader, Kaylin Harrington.
The winner of tonight's game will play against Duxbury in the semifinals. Duxbury blew out Walpole 61-43. So the winner of this game, I would think, will be a big underdog playing Duxbury, probably at Massasoit Community College.
Yep.
Have they improved that gym at all, or is it still
the green floor, you mean?
Yeah, the little sardine can.
I don't know. I haven't been in it in a long time.
So it looks like they're bringing in Olivia Ware to take the foul shots.
Good choice.
Absolutely. Olivia Ware, a 76% free throw shooter in the regular season.
And you didn't jinx it, though. Tie game.
Now, if you want to jinx her, you say Olivia Ware never misses a big free throw. What'd I tell you?
Well, remember, Pete, that this is also being aired in Westwood.
Oh, I know, but when they said you didn't jinx her, that's what I meant.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to play, and it's all tied up.
And wouldn't you rather have a tie game heading into the final?
Oh, absolutely.
This is awesome.
I'll tell you, 2 back-to-back nights here for Westwood. Last night, again, the boys survived Dorchester High School. We got another barn burner here.
Danielle Perrin finally finds Melissa Beaupre.
Just beat the 5-second count.
Ashley Ahern, that one was halfway down. Shot won't go. Westwood has done a nice job of taking the lane away from North Attleboro. North Attleboro has had to settle for outside shots.
There's Shagru, can't leave her open.
How about Bonfiglio leaving her open? Ahern collided with Andrea Meinke. I thought a good non-call. Apparently, Meinke disagreed and said, here, I fouled. Here, take the ball back.
Yeah. Sign of sportsmanship here in Westwood.
I have a
They do that in
PSA
soccer
about
too, don't they?
sportsmanship.
Somebody gets hurt, they just kick the ball out.
Ahern, top of the key, dribbles left side. Leaves it for Beaupre. Beaupre back to Ahern. Looking inside to Pollard, will turn the ball over.
There's Mikey looking to go coast to coast. Oh, she used her. Oh, I thought they might have called it for a foul there.
No, it was definitely a travel.
Yep.
Definitely a travel.
I thought they called Mikey with the forearm.
Yeah, she definitely traveled.
That's another play. You just go up strong there. The worst thing that can happen is they block the ball.
Yeah. More likely going to draw the foul.
1:35 left. Tied up at 42-42.
Olivia Ware with a.
Olivia Ware, the anticipation, steals it away. Westwood has the ball inside of 90 seconds left. They get it right side to Chagru. Cross court, dangerous pass to Morin. Inside to Ware. She likes that shot, will miss. Ball kept alive. Ware will just rip it out of the hands of the Red Rocketeer, right into the hands of Perrin. Perrin will lay it in for two. What a move by Danielle Perrin.
Less than a minute to play.
Almost a travel on Bonfiglio. Cross-court pass up to Meinke. Meinke gives up her dribble, gets it in the corner to Bonfiglio. Bonfiglio with 11 on the shot clock. Inside to Meinke. Turns it over.
Westwood will have to foul or get a steal here.
Well, there's a differential of 7 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And North Attleboro will call timeout.
Run an inbound play, set up an inbound play.
15 seconds on the shot clock, 23.4 on the game clock, and you could see Derek Herber there. And I can't tell you how many times I'll see a coach draw up an inbounds play. They go out to the floor and they're inbounding someplace differently. You saw Derek Herber ask the official, is it being inbounded there? The official said yes.
What we used to do is we didn't invent inbound plays. We practiced them, and we just had a drawing for each one. So when you call a timeout, we're running 6. Because normally you go, you bring it here, you bring it there, you bring it here, you bring it there. And you haven't got time to tell the 5th kid what they're doing. So let them look at it. Any questions? Everyone knows what they're doing? Fine, catch your breath. Let them play.
Well, when I coached that 5th kid, I'd say, you just stay out of the way.
Yeah, Peter, to the corner.
That's where I was sent.
Was that when you were player coach?
That's right. Just give the ball to me. Here is the play by Perrin. How about the shot?
Yeah, she did a nice job.
Tell you, she effectively caused Ware to pick off Allie Morin. That was a great crossover.
Now, if you're North Attleboro, first of all, you have to get the ball in bounds, which has been an issue at times. They
Down screen.
They tried to get it to Strachan. They get it to Beaupre. Beaupre will be fouled, and boy, did she go down awkwardly.
Yeah. That's going to be Olivia Ware's 4th personal.
But
now, these are big shots for.
I'm not sure there was contact there, guys.
These are big shots for Beaupre. If she's going to make 2, it's got to be now.
From the line tonight, she is 1 of 2, misses the first. Now 1 of 3 from the line.
Actually,
1 of 4. Excuse me.
25%. Tell you, nice defense fronting the ball there. They tried to get the steal. Worst thing that can happen, again, put North Attleboro at the line, make them earn it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good foul.
Yeah.
Smart foul. The winner of this game will meet Duxbury next week, Monday or Tuesday night. Here's the play. And watch this hit she takes. That should have been a 5-point. She should get 5 shots for that one.
Not exactly how the rule book was written,
No.
but
I've never called a whole lot of 5-shot fouls. It doesn't happen too often. And I don't think there was anything deliberate on that.
Oh, no,
part.
absolutely not. Do you like the college rule where they can go in and see if it was...
It's a whole other level than
Yeah.
that's only Division I college, too.
big foul shot.
Melissa Beaupre, perhaps the biggest free throw of her life, misses. Westwood with the ball. Ware will call timeout. And they will now have 2 timeouts remaining.
Yep. And this is good. You get to call an inbound play. I think Coach Wisher was a little further up the court than just inside half court because you can't go backwards.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can pass in the backcourt.
NBA, you can't.
Yeah, you can pass in the backcourt.
Even though you brought it over the line?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're thinking the old 6-on-6 game that the
No.
women used to play.
No, you can throw it over the backcourt.
I'm thinking,
The NBA is that way.
I don't
NBA.
know too many inbound plays from that far away from the basket. I would rather have it be brought up foul line
I agree
extended.
with you.
So it's interesting, if you're Coach Catherine Clifford, you're drawing up a play. Typically Harrington's the one that's going to be taking the shot. So I'll tell you, look for them to go through Ware at the high post. Maybe a down screen, try to get somebody going to the hoop.
I know Mikey's been not only their best player, but I'm very impressed with Olivia Ware tonight. She's
Absolutely.
a very aggressive player, really hits the boards hard.
And I'll tell you, if you're North Attleboro, don't forget about Carly Chagru.
Yeah.
She made some big shots tonight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about where she plays with a nice balance. She goes up strong, she goes down balanced, ready to do the next thing.
.42, 44, 16.3 seconds remaining. Westwood, has the basketball. They set up a play, but turn the ball over.
Got to foul him.
Yep.
And Derek Herber takes another great timeout right here.
Yeah, it's a tough play. Carly Chagru just thought of what she was doing after she received that ball before she caught it.
Yeah, you can see it.
It's just simply an unforced turnover.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Do you like the fact, Del, that the pass was, they weren't coming at the basket at all?
No, not at all.
And as I said, you've got Olivia Ware. She's had a really strong game. Put her in the high post, run the offense through her. I think, if Westwood could have it back, they change things up.
North Attleboro hasn't shown they can stop her yet.
Yeah. If you look at the shot, the clock, they inbounded it with 16 seconds. They threw it away with 7.7, and there was no penetration at all.
Well, and the thing is, 7.7 seconds remaining. Even if she gets the ball, she was coming away from the basket. Yep. They would have had to throw up a desperation shot.
Yeah. Sometimes they work, but you don't want to live on them.
Big inbounds play for the Red Rocketeers. They get it to Ahern, and Ahern takes exception to the foul.
She knew it was coming.
Why do you think they passed it to her, too?
She almost jumped out of bounds on the catch. Look at.
Oh,
matter of fact, I thought she was on the line.
Well, the official was right on top of it.
He was, and he had a better angle than me. But I'm also right on that line.
Yeah, I thought she just kept her foot inside.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good call. That is Andrea Meinke's 5th foul, so she fouls out. And, unfortunately, the 2 times that she's fouled out, Westwood has lost those games, and hopefully that's not a sign of what's to come for Westwood.
Well, she makes 1, you got to hit a 3 to tie. She makes 4.
Misses the first.
Still a ball game.
3-pointer.
And again,
Ashley Ahern on the night is 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. And Westwood, Catherine Clifford will use her 4th timeout. She has 1 remaining.
And again, smart call there. Let's let her think about it a little bit longer here. Draw up a play, and again, if you're Westwood, do you try to get the ball over half court quickly and call another timeout, or do you just get something going in transition?
I think it depends on how long it takes you to get over half court. If it takes you 4 seconds, there aren't too many 2-second inbound plays.
very dangerous when you're dealing with high school kids, but North Attleboro has 2 fouls to waste.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's something that Catherine Clifford is talking to her team about. If it looks like they're coming in to give the foul, make sure you're going up, even if you're from 50 feet away.
It's a tough challenge for Westwood because the strength of this North Attleboro team is its zone pressed defense.
Absolutely, and Westwood, quite frankly, has proven all night that they can't gash it for baskets.
North Attleboro up by 2. Ashley Ahern misses both. Ware the rebound. Ware has it stripped away by Ahern, and Perrin will be fouled with 2.5 seconds left. It's tough when you've got your center bringing the ball up court.
Yeah. And that you got to look at the structure because the point guard's got to take that ball from the center. And we've seen that all night, though. We've seen the post players coming up with the ball and then trying to get it to the point guard somewhere in the midcourt range.
Danielle Perrin makes it a 3-point game. The next one could seal the trip to the semifinals.
If you're Westwood and get this rebound, quick timeout.
Three-pointer will not go. Red Rocketeers pull off what some would consider an upset. I thought 2 evenly matched teams. 14 points, Danielle Perrin. Melissa Beauclair, 11 points. The seniors once again lead the way. For Westwood, it was Curly Chagru with 12 points, 10 points apiece for Andrea Meinke and Olivia Ware. Dell, we'll start with you. Your thoughts?
North is playing at a real nice pace right now, and with good teamwork, it doesn't surprise me that they pulled this off as we saw the game unfold.
Mike Kirby.
I think this is kind of an example, too, of what the Hockomock League is, because it's strength in the Hockomock League from top to bottom. So there's been a lot of games like this where North Attleboro has been tested by strong teams night in and night out. So they've been through this ringer before, and they came through again tonight.
Yeah, and like you guys said, 2 very evenly matched teams. I thought Kaylin Harrington going down was a huge blow for Westwood. That leadership not on the court, a couple of those key turnovers there in the last 15 seconds. With Harrington on the court, that's a little different. So hats off to Catherine Clifford. She did an absolutely phenomenal job this year, 18-2 in her second season at Westwood, and a very young team. She's losing 3 seniors. However, the seniors haven't necessarily been a huge part of their game.
North Attleboro loses 2 seniors, so we could very well be seeing these 2 teams next year. Producer and director of North TV's award-winning sports coverage is Chris Miller. Brett Poirier on game camera, George Wright,
George Willett,
and George Willett on handheld cameras. For Del Malloy, Mike Gay, Mike Kirby, I'm Peter Gay. Red Rocketeers advance to the semifinals.